Joe Mojorod in the pest county of Hungary, just 18 kilometres away from the capital Budapest for round 3 of season 8 in MRC. It is absolutely lashing it down here in Budapest. What an exciting race and qualifying we're about to have in front of us. I mean, what possibly more could you want? Some splashy, splish, splash rain. Happy, happy days. We arrive here 1 week after an enthralling race in France. We've seen Alex, aka Saviour, take the win at the French Grand Prix with Jason Arch finishing second and Damiano Ugioni coming home in third place. This all means that Alex leads the championship by 5 points from Kid Dynamite in second, and Chris CBeebies in third, a further 13 points back. But we do have Red Bull on 50 points in the Constructors' Championship in Tier 1 with Ferrari on 40 and Williams on 24 in third. Now, we can see the rain, heavy rain, it's going to be wet, but the twisty and bumpy nature of the circuit makes overtaking very difficult. We've seen that in Tier 2. Look at how the rain came down from the start. Will we see a winner or a new winner tonight in Tier 1? Who knows? Stay tuned for the next 75 minutes to find out. Never know, I might even do a Hungarian accent for you. Who knows? Hopefully you will not have to deal with that at all. But tonight alongside me, the Banshee Night Shadow, is our very own Colbats, or Herca lover, with a fondness for Blackpool Football Club after Saturday. How are you, Connor? Are you saying that you don't like Blackpool?
I was good until that intro.
You were good until that. Well, very much. Guess what? We can be even better now is what we can be, because guess what? There's an Alpine out there, and it's an Alpine that will no longer have Fernando Alonso in it this time next year when we come back to Hungary. More of that chat to come, along with everything else.
I don't understand that move personally, but
we're going to talk about it because there has a lot happened that first day of the summer holidays in F1, and we already have a two-time world champion moving backwards.
Into basically a boat. So.
Well, yes. I mean, let's put it this way: Aston Martin needs to have some good talent for their car because, with Lawrence and Lance Stroll in it, it's not going anywhere quickly.
Well,
but anyway,
when a four-time champion can't do anything in it, then
Exactly. Now, this is going to even up the field, all of this, right? That's the exciting part of it.
It definitely is. We've just seen what was a thrilling race in Tier 2 with all this rain, and that was not even half of what it is now, so...
No, exactly. Here comes Donald Trump. That's Chris Bailey. His name tonight is Donald Trump. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to refer to him as the Donald. So if you hear to me referring the Donald, it is this man, Chris Bailey.
Okay, so weirdly, he's probably going to be happy with that.
I don't think he will be. But he won't find out until... Oh, yeah, I'll tell you one thing. We're on board with the Williams at the moment, and I'll tell you this, Mr. Connor, I would not like to be driving in this. This looks absolutely horrific. We're on board right now with him, actually. Let's just bring up his various lap details, see what he does now into turn 1. I mean, it just looks... Listen to it. Oh, he's really struggling to get the power down there.
It looks like trying to steer an elephant.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, that Williams is an elephant. I'm glad you said that, Connor. That has to be statement of the year so far for me. Chris Bailey, Donald, the Donald, you are riding an elephant. But let's see what he can do. Now, he's coming up to turn 4. This is nicknamed Nigel Mansell. There is another turn 11, nicknamed Jean Alesi. It's the only circuit that will ever have any named after Alesi. But look, I mean, he's already ran wide coming out of turn 5, now coming into 6 and 7, locking the wheels. Oh, he's gone round! Oh, he nearly went round there. Oh, that was a superb save from the Donald. It's a bit like his flyaway hair, is Mr. Bailey there. But let's see what he can do. I mean, this, I'll be honest, sitting on board with him just now, we will be giving him additional downforce, but...
we've got the cockle picker crossing the line, sorry.
We do. What is Bergen going to do? A 134.2. Can... Chris, I tell you, he keeps locking his wheels just coming into it. Nick BT goes quick as 133.4 times starting. Then Camel Ballboy, CBeebies on. Chris Bailey's gone wide again, and he's spun it this time. He's done a Max Verstappen in the penultimate corner. That is not going to make him a happy boy. Right.
Did he actually do the 360 though?
No, he didn't. He was. He couldn't even get that right. The Donald. But here comes Jay Sarge, second in the championship. No, sorry, he's not second in the championship at all. I am talking gibberish, but he is purple in Sector 2. That is where he is right now.
Yeah. And we've got...
Oh, he's invalidated.
He's on the map.
He is indeed. We just jumped on there. We can see him just well. There's a car running really wide behind him. Hello, everybody. I will need to have a look at the YouTube chat. No joke. Oh, there was a very loud noise in my ear there. Don't know what that was.
That sounded very strange.
It did indeed, yes, it did indeed, exactly. Simba has joined us, Mega Gamer 2001, says, alright fellas, Reese Whitcomb decides that the rain is no match for him, and his silver spoon sugar goes straight to the top.
I mean, I've seen his time trial this week, and he looked frighteningly quick around here, in the dry at least. So.
Kid Dynamite's going to at least go second. Oh, he was 6, so actually there's quite a bit of times going on here. Let's just see the times up there just now. We'll try and keep the screen as uncluttered as we can. Eugeni's Yep, Eugeni's coming around. Oh, he got a really bit of a front end wobble there on the Red Bull, just coming around the final corner here at the Hungaroring in Mudgee Road. Let's see what he does as he comes across the line.
A driver who's making his season debut this season. Well, I mean, it's not his first ever season, but Gatian, he's on the lap.
He is indeed.
He's raced yet this season.
Mark Ainley in the Alfa Romeo goes second at the moment. Let's see. Richard Bailey says Donald Trump. Yes, Chris Bailey, the Donald. That is his name for today. Chris Bailey, indeed the Donald, goes 7th. All we need now is a Hillary Clinton. Richard, man after man, how are you just biding your time? There we go. I will find a Biden and a Hillary to add to this list, don't worry. Here is Gatian in that Ferrari. Reese still top.
I think Biden should be Mark Hodgson.
Braver man than I am. Here's the Slayer.
In the nicest way possible.
Well, there we go. Here's the Slayer. I mean, you can even tell, even going on board with some of the guys, I mean, it is not easy at all. And this track is not difficult. Is not exactly difficult in the dry. It's even more difficult in the wet.
Yeah, and I was on board with Mark H. Another called him Biden. He had a rear end switch and backed out of his lap. So
well, clearly, you have offended him. That is exactly what it is. One of the Williams has just gone around. Let's see what the Slayer can do as he's coming around this back end. Now, I don't know what the weather forecast is going to be, folks, for the race. It's all new and it's all a surprise to us. But we shall see. SW is just on his outlap at the moment. The Slayer, let's see what he can do as he comes to the end. Oh, he's going to run really deep there. Yeah, he is. He's going to have to watch he doesn't invalidate. He's lucky enough there. That's a beautiful car that he's driving though, Connor. Don't you just want to be in it?
Who was that again? Sorry, Slayer?
Yes.
No.
Oh, one of the Mercedes has beached itself. Sorry, what have you had enough of?
I've had enough of looking at them this season.
Right, okay. There we go. The Slayer goes 17th.
I've now just realised Ryan's racing.
Ryan is racing. He is in the Aston Martin tonight as a late-minute substitute. He is going to be super excited about this rain. He's already had practice of it tonight.
That's what I mean. He drove really well in Tier 2. He looked like he was going to win at one point. It's just, I think a strategy call ruined him, but
yes,
he
indeed.
looked good.
Yes, well, actually, just curiosity, let's just have a look. So some of the drivers are going for longer runs out there, which is probably the right thing to do on these wet weather tyres, because you want to learn the circuit. The rain isn't going to end up. I mean, it's not going to ease up at all, looking at it. I mean, it is absolutely coming and going. So we will see what happens there, but G-Star in his Haas.
Chris just had a massive moment exit at turn 3. He went really wide.
So the Donald has had another moment.
Yeah.
He certainly wasn't.
Mark Henry just popped at P2. I think
he was P2 before. So okay. He's there. There's Larapel. Oh, apparently, Stuvine's just said the B commentary team. Now, Stuvine, I'll have you known, this is quality here. It might not sound like it or ever be it, but we are not the B team. We might be the F team. mean,
I think conduct points are in store for him.
Well, exactly. Mandy, good evening. Hi all and good luck, Stuvine. Well, Stuvine likes to go toe-to-toe with me in turn ones in most circuits these days, so who knows. Here is Championship leader locking up into the sort of final part of the last sector, coming into the penultimate. Let's see what he can do. Can he get any quicker or closer than P14 at the moment? Because he is genuinely that far down at the moment. And just listen to they just can't get on the power. Now there is the issue
on the throttle.
Yeah, exactly. Now there is the issue of the onboard engine, but we'll deal with that. Right, let's have a wee look. Vifix Cutter. Gonna have to call him. I'm just gonna call him Virgin because it's easier. Virgin, you're 10th. To be fair, actually, do you know what I could call him? I could call him Virgil from Thunderbirds, because that Mercedes looks like Thunderbird 2.
And you're actually saying, Stubine's got the cheek to call us the B team. Where do you hear someone nicknamed Virgin?
Yeah, well, exactly. Where else are you going to... I mean, you're not going to hear that from the Lion King.
From the B team, that's for sure.
Well, exactly. You're not going to hear that from the Lion King. Love to the Lion King from the Banshee Monkey. Right, one of the Ferraris has gone round and Saviour has invalidated his lap. SW's jumping over the curbs. Ryan's in the pits. The Slayer is still 17th. Ollie is trundling around 136.3 at the moment. There we go. There's some man who's got a Rangers thing just popped up. Mr. Hodgson is in 19th at the moment. Where is the pace? He is coming to us.
BB's is on a lap into the final sector here, so it doesn't look like he's going to improve though.
Hey, to be fair, his nickname has stuck at CBBS. It has indeed. Can he improve? No, he doesn't improve.
Yeah, I didn't realise he was that far off when I went to him.
Oh, LRL had a moment there just coming out of the chicane at turns 6 and 7, but seems to have survived in the McLaren. Let's see what he can do. I've been watching
him. He seems to have a lot of confidence. Like, he's really pushing that car in the wet weather more than the others. So,
do you know what? See, when you're on board with this McLaren and he's purple in Sector 2, it looks like the arrows from like the early 2000s when they were sponsored by Orange.
Yeah,
it really does.
I drove the McLaren and thought that myself. So.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, very late to put the throttle on. I know we have the onboard glitch of the sound, but we're still listening. I mean, no, it's not going to take him anywhere near the top 4. Is it? Oh, it might. Do you know what?
In the middle.
There we go, second. Tells you what I know about it.
That lap from Reese, by the way.
It's a superb lap time. I mean, this was early on in the session as well. So, I mean, it was one of the first tires. So, Reese can quite comfortably sit in the pits and just wait to see if anyone comes near him. Because right now, CBBS is a second off and 6th. So, it's one of these kind of does he, don't he? And I think he will come out again. Mark Ainley's coming out again in the Alfa Romeo.
And, I mean, the track doesn't look like it's drying enough for Reese to really worry.
No.
I mean, he will come out again, and I think he has to just to secure it, but that track isn't drying really quick, is it? So.
No, there's too much puddles. The rain, if you look actually as we come, we're just watching you, Johnny, just now, but if you actually see some of the camera angles coming out of turn 3, we'll see if we can see them again. There's just like a haze of mist and fog just lingering over the circuit. And you can see it here, where there we are, just as J Sargent is Alfa Romeo, the rain is just hanging around these trees at this lovely circuit. Built in less than 8 months. Fastest F1 track ever built. But
I mean, it's a track I definitely like now.
It is a really good lap. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's always been one of my kind of little favourites of a quite technical, quite swooping and fast and sweeping.
You can't get bored round here, that's for sure.
No, Ollie's just gone up to 10th. Superb lap by Ollie there to take him into the top 10.
Yeah.
Virgin is still in 11th.
I'm going to laugh every time you say that, I just know I am.
LRL has gone second, so he's taken over from Mark Ainley. Yeah, Mark Hodgson has gone into the 15th. Bergen, the first of the leading Williams, has went purple in Sector 1, so let's see what he can do as he comes round in his blue machine, sponsored by the Duracell Bunnies.
Yeah, Duracell is a pretty fitting sponsor for that.
Actually, I'm not convinced it is Duracell. It's actually more. Oh no, they do sponsor. Yeah, I was going to say there's lots of D's on that car. I am not saying any more because I have to maintain some professionalism. We have followed a superb commentary team that is very professional, and then it comes to me. This is the problem.
8:45 on a Monday, and
yes, I mean at least last season when I was tier 2, people could forget about me and go to the professional team. Now they're stuck
there
with.
was 4 races after you.
Yeah, exactly.
Now there's one before you.
Yes, now they're stuck with it. So here we are. This track, wet is as good as Monaco backwards.
Wow,
I know. Don't worry. We predicted it. He was purple in sector 1. Reese. Well, that's an interesting one. I tell you what, we will jump on board with the Alpine. Let's see what he does towards the end. He's on his outlap. I mean, I'm not really. Well, I mean, let's put it this way. It's that little bit brighter. Mark Hanley has just gone quickest, 1:31.0. Now, at 1:31.7, I think this is not going to work for Reese. I think it's a brave gamble.
The guys on the Inters, I think, are now going to be worried by the fact that the wet drivers have just gone quite a bit quicker. Like, both Mark Hanley and Bergen have gained a second there. So
I mean,
it's clearly the tire to be on.
Nick BT's put the Inters on and he might come out, but J Sarge has just went quick as 1:31.0, blasted Mark Henley's time, so it's an Alpha 1-2. But the key for Reese will be, there's no grip there in that Alpine. I mean,
yeah, you can see that.
He's really struggling. We'll come to the end, we'll follow him down to the end of turn 1.
Yeah, look at his aquaplane. He's gone really wide.
That car is gonna absolutely just swap ends pretty quickly, and he's run wide already. So that tells you everything you need to know. LRL's thought about it. He probably won't again. SW has just gone into 5th, so good for Southwestern trains. Kid Dynamite. I'm going to find new names for these people, don't worry. It was Bergen. He was
Kiddie last week, wasn't he? Kid Dynamite.
Kid D was Kid D last week. I actually kept his name as Kid D. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Let's see if that changes. So Southwestern trains up into 5th. Reese Whitcomb. It's just not worked for Reese. Brave move, bold gamble, just wrong timing. I would have went out.
One of them, if it came off, he was hero. If it didn't,
zero, but you said it. 0 is exactly what it is. Lurapel 7th, Johnny in 8th. Virgin Virgil is in 9th. Might call him Virgin Trains. There we go. Virgin Trains is in 9th. The Slayer's in 10th. You know what? Mark down in 20th. He's not coming out again. That's where he's going to start. Ryan in 18th. We've got CBeebies now. Has just gone into 4th in the Mercedes. So good lap from him. I think Reese has gone into the pits quite early. G-Star's gone up into 5th place. So it really is the dash line. He's done 9 laps on those wet compound tyres. Superb.
Yeah, I think this is going to be last man across the line could take this.
Oh, it is. Definitely.
Kid's just coming around the final corner, so he's going to have one more lap after this as well.
He is indeed. Let's see what he can do. And we are right. Let's just call it out there. Tier 2 had 1,000 views, people. That is 1,000 globally. Superb race and superb comms from the choir boy and Pumbaa. As he was. We'll need to find a new name for the choir boy. But there we have it. Connor and me now will deliver you 10 views. Oh, and G-Stars had a little bit of a moment coming through turn 5 there, but he should be okay.
We've got 27 at the moment.
So. Yeah, but let's be honest. People attend our commentary for educational purposes.
If you want university, you come here. If you want your law degree,
go elsewhere.
Degree in Scottish nature. You come here.
Wait a minute. Southwest Trains has just found a track to 3rd. That is what it is.
Wow,
he's done really well.
Bullet train with that.
Well, exactly. Ba-ba-boom. Saviour up into 6th at the moment, so good from him, although he's been dropped to 7th because CBeebies has just went in 2nd and split the 2 Alfa Romeo, so he has finished his lap. Southwestern Trains is already down. He's not going to improve. Saviour's around about 10th down, but he's invalidated. G-Star's going to come across the line already, slower, not going to improve. Kid Dynamite, is he going to be able to improve? So far, is he? Oh, Don't quite know if he will. 26, 27, 28 on the clock. Can he make up from that 9th place at the moment? He's going to come across the line. No, he doesn't. Johnny is pitted, Reese is pitted, Virgin Trains is in the pit, and Nick BT has invalidated his lap. There you have it, folks. There is your grid for the Tier 1 Hungarian Grand Prix. J Sarge in the Alfa Romeo is going to take pole position, followed by CBBs in the Mercedes AMG Triangle. Mark Ainley in 3rd with Southwestern Trains in 4th. Larappel in the Aston Martin 5th, and Bergen in 6th place. Xavier in the Ferrari, the championship leader all the way from Germany, Spain, is 7th. G-Star is the first Haas into the top 10 in 8th. Kid Dynamite 2nd in the championship, 9th the Slayer in 10th. Johnny, the Red Bull teammate, is in 11th with Reese, who was a long time provisional pole setter, in 12th. Virgin Trains is in 13th, unlucky for some. Ollie rounds out 14th, they get up as high as 10th, drop down to 14th. Then we had Gatian in the other Ferrari in 15th. For once, I didn't get through the whole grid before turning, because then I could at least say to people, the results are on your screen, have a look at them. But here we go, I'll read out the bottom 5. I'll almost read them in a very sort of football-esque. In 16th, Chris Bailey, the Donald. LRL, 17. Nick BT, 18. Ryan, 19. And the Helmet Hodge, 20. But, as with everything, anything can happen in the race. We don't know what's actually going to happen weather-wise in the race. That's the exciting part of it.
I kind of like not knowing heading into the race.
Yeah, exactly. 32 people are watching us. Connor, 32. Oh. There we go.
Well, where's the 1,000 other of you? Come on.
Just
share it.
Wait a minute, I need to log on to all these computers again. Oh, wait a minute.
Get your nan, get your granddad, get your auntie, get your uncle, your sister, your brother, your dog, all to tune in.
Check you out with your sort of Essex accent. Oh, get them all out. That wasn't an Essex accent almost. Here is Tommy Backman, our back Mazo. Come on, the Romulan saviour. Every time he says Romulans, I do just keep coming back to Star Trek. And the Romulans. I thought you were saying Romanian, but I was like, I didn't know saviour was Romanian. Well, they're erased from the planet. Oh, look at this sunshine! Oh,
well, that's disappointing.
But I will say this is going to bring a really good race together, because we've probably got quite a mixed up grid. I think there are some really fast people towards the rear of the field. It's going to be interesting to see who goes hards, who goes mediums. I doubt anyone's going to go softs, because they just don't think they'll last. One stopper pretty much will nail it. The two stopper is possible. Stuvine says the weather on here is annoying. Weather reports like Michael Fish. Exactly. And if you are too young to remember... Oh, J Sarge has left the session. Well, you've got 20 odd seconds to get back into it, Jason, so get on it. Weather guys have put in a
formation as well, so
they will be. Mr. Richard Bailey, if you are any relation to the Donald, then let us know, because I have a new name for you. But here we are. What's Martin Hill saying? It's because I called him Romulan last week. I'm sure he was Romulan last week, and that is the thing. The Romulans are in Star Trek. Apparently they are from the same ancestors as the Vulcans. There we go. Right!
Let's so just Sarge is gone, and everyone else is sort of just sat there.
Well, pretty much. I mean, let's talk about the tyres. First and foremost, a good mixture of tyres here. Look at Sarge on mediums, Southwestern Trains on mediums, Larappel on mediums, but then you've got Bergen, CBB's Mark Ainley on hards. The Alpha splitting the strategy. Back to Ryan and Mark on the hards as well. Yes, Martin Hill's Twin Planets. Yes, I'm trying to do Formula 1 stuff. It doesn't happen often. I know this, but still, here we go. Who's your votes for potential race winner this evening?
Do you know what? You're probably going to laugh at me, but just because I've seen how good he is around here in previous practices, I'm going to say Reese.
It's a bold move, but I'm tipping my scales. I'm gonna go with Southwestern Trains.
Yeah.
Starting fourth on the mediums. I think he's a good shout. If I went with J Sarge, it would be boring. If I went with Saviour, it would be boring.
J Sarge, he's on pole, he's a three-time champion. He's
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Southwestern Trains is a good shout, but I am also If it all comes together, I'm going to go G-Star. If it all comes together, he could be in with a shout.
And I'll tell you what, if it's not Sarge or Reese, I'll say Lurapel. I like the fact he's in P5. And
he is.
That's a good place to start.
That is a good place to start.
Oh, Sarge has been disqualified on formation.
Well, to be fair, he was...
AI.
Yeah, he was never in control of that car anyway.
He was back in position, I believe, though.
We've got the usual formation that where no one can line up in their grid slot correctly. I mean, it's only been a month since the game came out, folks. I mean, what is this all about?
It's because people are trying to park at angles, I've noticed, and the people trying to park at angles seems to be disqualifying.
All I'm going to say is there is the Donald we're on board with has parked in a diagonal. I mean, he's going to Budapest just now, to be perfectly honest. Now, can I just hope, and I just want to say, please, 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 let us have...
Yeah, I think it's already too long.
Let us have I will just take a note of the qualifying, just in case.
I'm doing that anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pre-race grid. We are waiting at the moment. I will give it another 30 seconds before we have to restart. It does tend to happen in Tier 1. As you'll have found from last week, where you could listen to some French accents. But... we are going. Yes, indeed, we will. Race director has advised. Red flag, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back. Bear with us. We will reform the grid. We will come back to you. We will be back. But red flag. If all the drivers could quit the session, quit the game, restart your PlayStations, and then join us again in about 5 minutes' time, we will be back.